Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sparkrist Inspirations. How is everybody? Let's see what the energy is for this gorgeous Saturday. And I'm going to be doing a flip through of this fantastic deck that I love so much. It's Alana Fairchild's, I love all her decks, Divine Circus Oracle. Fantastic art. The book has got to be in my top 3 of books with the beautiful descriptions as well. Just very whimsical and beautiful and true. I mean, really, really profound truths that are just stated beautifully and eloquently that just really tap into that, that area of your psyche where you're like, oh my God, that's so true. And it's just so well put. I absolutely love this. So let's see what some of the energy is that's taking place. So we have rare, raw, and real. We have Alice and we have Duke of Shadows. So let's start with the rare, raw, and real. This is saying that there is a unique beauty in you that really wants to shine through now. And it's different. It might not be pretty, neat, tidy, or all of those things that you want to keep away because they might be vulnerable. But when you unveil this real, uncensored part of yourself, the world wants to love you. When we try to redesign who we are to fit in some perceived view of ourselves, it just doesn't come out as natural, right? It comes out as forced. So I want to pull a card that goes with that. Here we go. So we got Princess of Wands. So when you get these together, it's saying it's time to peel back the layers and unearth you, the real you, the vulnerable, real, beautiful you. And with every layer that's hiding and protection that gets removed, you're going to encounter whatever it is that caused the layer of self-protection to be built up in the first place, right? Like if we say yes to things that we don't want to say yes to, it's like, well, we'll kind of come to that understanding that it's like we don't want to be rejected or thought of a certain way or be unhelpful or whatever it is. But why would we be doing something like that when our time and our resources is just as valuable as the next person? So we're not trying to curry or garner favor by saying yes when we really want to say no. Coming into work when everyone calls in sick over and over and over. I used to have a pattern of that years and years ago where I would always come in and fill that because I thought, oh, the team is going to be like, it's going to be, disaster. I wouldn't want to be there if there were days short. And I'm serious. There were days where I worked just like weeks and weeks straight. And then I thought, you know what? No, because now they feel entitled to my time and I was like the first person they'd call. So it's one of those things that when we're real and raw and we're saying, no, my time is valuable. And, these feelings might seem like confrontational at first and you'll wonder, oh, is this a sign to back off? But it's not. It's you setting boundaries and being healthy too, right? As it happens, revelations come with that, with the rare, raw you, that you didn't even know were there. It's pure, it's powerful, and it's really precious, and it illuminates us. Like you see this Princess of Wands, what are your true passions? If you're saying yes to things you don't really want to say yes to, you don't have time for your true passions and to discover what they are, but you're going to be able to do that, which is lovely. You're just saying, yes to life in a big way and letting it guide you into areas that are helpful for you. I love that so much. And this card shows up if you're one of those special ones capable of dropping the defensive posture of perfection, right? Of holding genuine compassion and goodwill towards yourself and others with a willingness to really show who you are rather than reacting with the fear of being judged, right? You choose to treat this revealed self as a really precious divine creature to be loved and nurtured into full life because you're not worried how you're going to be perceived. It just is who you are. And there's nothing more freeing than just saying what you want to say, expressing yourself, dressing how you want. I was just watching this snippet on somebody who belonged to the Mormon church and her husband left her after 11 years and she was going on and on about it, and somebody asked her, they said, would you have stayed married to this individual that you didn't even really love and didn't love you so you could have the facade of perfection in your family? And she's like, yes. And they were all like, oh my God, then you're only living a small percentage of your life. It's so restrictive, right? So it's like that reality. Are you listening to your parental direction of where you should go in your life? And if so, how to redirect it back to what you want and what's special to you, because we should always be following who we are. Now we have Alice, so we're going to see what that goes with. Oh, Prince of Swords. That's funny because we just had Princess of Wands. So with Alice in this combination, this is about free kind of youthful thinking, but being in your own sovereignty and knowing who you are as a person. But also, this is talking about new worlds that are calling you where old rules don't apply anymore. It might seem strange, freeing, wild, or scary, but it's time for you to explore them, and you will gain so much from this experience. You know, when our world becomes too small for our spirit, it feels painful. It's like trying to walk in shoes that we've outgrown, and if we do this too long, it can feel crippling, and then we're unable to walk at all. So we have a spirit that is outgrowing the worlds that we've known and is really yearning to experience new ones. I constantly come up against this. Once I know something, experience it, and I've lived, and that like created a pattern throughout a day, and I'm like, okay, that was helpful and whatever, but it's time for something better, to be more effective, to be more productive, to be more advanced, to learn, to grow, all of that. I feel this all the time, especially as mutable fire. New fire signs will definitely feel this. You know, and now the universe is responding to your spiritual need to broaden your horizons. When new friends are going to come in, opportunities and communities that are available to you, and you're going to welcome the unfamiliar. You know, at first it can be a little intimidating. It's like walking into a room full of people you don't know at a wedding or something like that. But as soon as you familiarize, you're happy, you're there, right? New faces, new places. So no matter whether it's just another world you're meant to pass through on your life adventure, or return to a true soul family that you never even knew you had, there's value in this next phase of your life path. It's part of your divine destiny. And, you know, when you combine the Prince of Swords with this, there's valiant energy that comes with this, new strides, new power, and new feelings of empowerment, which I love. So when we get on to the Duke of Shadows, I love the artwork in this so much. So this comes and brings you an invitation to patience. It's a cautionary card. It's not to inspire concern, but it's about curiosity. And there's more to a situation, a person, or an opportunity than the apparent absence of activity or success that meets the eye. So if you're trying to connect with somebody and they're just, you know, you're not in that loop yet and whatever, there's more to meet the eye. There's stuff that's going on within their life. There's something going on within this cycle that it needs to kind of get a few more cogs in the wheel to come back to, and you have deeper understanding. You know, it's like having this special, the universe having a secret card up its sleeve, and it's yet to show the full hand. So this really indicates a process that's set in motion, but is under the radar of your awareness. Something is happening, even if it doesn't appear to be the case. Like if you've applied for a job, you're waiting for a court case rendering, you are waiting to hear from somebody. It's invisible but real forces of growth and healing with this card, which I love. And because we cannot know what we don't know, we'll need to wait for more information to come to us. So if what you see, sense, or feel is negative right now, don't believe it. You are in a time of your life when your perspective is only partial. So it's not thorough, and it's not you know, that it's veiled, but you are going to see it very clearly, and you're going to be very grateful for your thing, because the Duke of Shadows tells us two things. Firstly, if you feel like this, keep going, because your perspective will soon be happier and more informed. You know, no one likes to feel like they're in the dark or uncertain, for sure. And secondly, don't take things at face value at the moment. Things are going to shift and change, and there'll be a surprising twist in your life. And although you don't see it coming, another piece of your life puzzle is going to reveal itself, and it's going to answer that question you've been having in your heart, which I love. I love that so much. And your corresponding tarot with that is Nine of Cups. So you are going to feel like, oh, I feel emotionally calmed now. My anxiety is alleviated. I have focus now. I have the answer I've been waiting for. Because it is tough to wait for that, right? It's almost like you're anticipating something. And unfortunately, our brains will usually go to the negative in this and anticipate something bad happening, when this just is not the case. This is the polar opposite of good things washing up on your shore and you feeling good about it. So that is the read for you guys. If you want to stick around, I'm going to do a quick flip through of this gorgeous deck so you guys can see some of the fantastic artwork. So what I'll do is I got to make sure what's right side up so we can figure out, and we'll see some of these. We have Sweetheart. This is one of my favorites, Joker Wild. This is gorgeous, Circus of Love, Out of the Darkness, Maven of Masks, Secret of Shinobi, Supernova. And the writing is phenomenal. I mean, it's just so fluid. Princess Victorious, Voice of an Angel, Meant for You. Look at these, so gorgeous. Gypsy Columbine, Silver Siren, Bright Baby. And Atlanta Fairchild just has, really, really fantastic writing and artwork combinations. Brilliant Virgin, Her Wicked Ways, The Good Geisha, Nebula Warrior. That's super cool. Rooster Mama. That is such an awesome thing in the book, too. I love it. White Duchess, Play Your Hand. That's my favorite, the Velvet Queen. Whenever I'm making jewelry, I'm like, oh, I love it. Date with Destiny, The Red Countess, Steampunk Priestess. See, they're fun and funky. Rah, rah, rah. Death Shall Not Take Him. Go Fish. Pixie. I love that. I think it's Pirouette. Is it? Oh, Pierrot. Confetti. Oh, gorgeous. I didn't see that before. Oh, The Proud Pirouette. Clown of Crossroads. Sorry, I love that. Crown of the Butterfly Bambini. Oh, yeah. The Juggler. Look at that artwork. Ooh, so gorgeous. Sacred Fool. Pinhead. Punchinello. Divine Disguise. And that is that deck. And again, if you guys are curious, that's a beautiful Divine Circus. And I got to tell you, it's like, oh, I just, not only is the artwork it's just so it's like rich and layered, but this book is like it surpasses some of my favorite. Like, I love Colette Baron-Reid's writings, and it's right up there, even with a little more whimsy to it. So really, really gorgeous. So that's your energy for today, fine folks. All my links are down below if you need a private read or anything else. Thank you so much for all your likes, subscribes, and your comments. It means the world over here on the Newbie channel. And again, everything's down there on my Instagram. If you want to come over and I have like super sales on jewelry, and I'm reading specials and stuff on there all the time, almost daily. So come check out what's going on there. And I have giveaways. I'm just planning now what I'm going to have for this weekend's giveaway. Probably some cool jewelry sets. I did a lot of feather jewelry with metalwork, and they came out really, really nice. So it'll probably be one of those. So love and light, everyone. Take care.